controversy. Top of the hour.
All right, we've been saying that we dispatched Brian Wilson down to a posh hotel in Florida. Not to get a tan, though. He's out there checking something out.
Yeah, unions evidently allowed to have their swanky get-together, but not banks and not anybody accepting a bailout. Brian Wilson, what's going on in Miami Beach, Bri?
Well, the AFL-CIO Executive Council is meeting right there, just over there at the very swank and very posh Fontainebleau Hotel. And they're having their meeting at a time when a lot of union workers, quite frankly, are having a hard time keeping their jobs, and some are wondering whether that's appropriate. They say that indeed it is appropriate because they are paying back the Fontainebleau Hotel, which hired a lot of union workers when they did $1 billion renovation.
You know, Brian, the hotel industry has been saying that they've been hard hit by the economic recession.
That's right.
What are the union leadership saying? They're saying we shouldn't cancel this because jobs are at stake? Well, what's their viewpoint?
Well, their viewpoint is they basically cut a deal 3 years ago when it came time to renovate the hotel. And they said, if you hire union workers, we'll come back with some business. So they say they're honoring that. Today, though, the Executive Council is going to hear from the Vice President of the United States. I would like to be able to tell you that you, viewers of Fox News, would also get to hear what the Vice President might be saying, but no cameras will be allowed inside tonight, this afternoon. We asked why couldn't we come in, and the answer we got from the union people was, it's on the order of the White House. The White House does not want this to be broadcast. No cameras will be allowed. Only a couple of print reporters will be allowed to slip into the room.
That's very interesting because the president himself also addressed this same group, and those comments were highly publicized because he did a lot to say that he's going to make sure that whole card check program gets into place, right?
Well, that's right. And indeed, you know, you think that it would be the unions who might not want us in the room. But I asked this question specifically, and the answer that I'm getting is the White House doesn't want us to have coverage of the vice president's remark to the largest conglomeration of unions in the United States. So much for the much-discussed transparency.
Yeah, all I could say, Brian, is that Barack Obama addressed him on tape, so he can't be that upset by it, and he gave him a specific, hey, I'm behind you 100%.
Especially on this issue of card check, which is, you know, it's so controversial. The White House is giving all the signals that they're going to go to the mat on this card check law, which basically would allow unions to form without a secret ballot. That's very controversial in some quarters, but the White House is behind it, and the unions tell us they think they've got a pretty good chance of getting that passed.
All right, Brian Wilson, thanks for joining us. We're a little envious that you're down there, even though you're working.
Beautiful place.
But thanks very much for your thoughts this morning. We're going to give you the latest on Barbara Bush's condition right when we